Howdy folks, welcome to a bit of Sky Bees 2. I have reached a kind of midway, well, early mid-game part based on looking at the on the quest here. I've got a few that I've finished, a few that are nearly finished. I've still got to do the Gaia fight stuff. I have 4 bees left to get. The dragon. I should have the dragon already. I only have 3 bees left to get. There we go. Alright. I've only got 3 bees left to get. The Chaos, the Matter, and the Awakened Draconium, and they all take a little bit of work, as seen by the quest over here. In the Resourceful Bees, I've gotten up to the regular centrifuge. I'm about to start working on building some apiaries and whatnot. Everything is discombobulated mess. But before I organized it and whatnot, I kind of wanted to show what had got me to this sort of early mid-game where I'm fixing to start using all the machines and all that stuff. This is my mob spawner here. It's got a 5x5 block of the cursed dirt or whatever it's called in this one here. I can turn lights on, shut it off whenever I need to. I come in here and clean this stuff out because I can take a lot of this diamond stuff and netherite stuff and go to the smelter and smelt it down and get it's not like a lot, but it's a little bit here and there sometimes. This is the drops that I'm saving out of it. Pretty much all of these are full for the most part. Was doing some of this apotheosis enchanting. Still not quite understanding it, but getting there, learning it. For some reason, every time I start a Minecraft world, if chain armor is available, I wind up having to collect it from a mod farm and make a full set of 100% chain armor. Don't ask me why, it's just one of the things I do. This is all remnants of early farming. This is smeltery, typical layout that I do with it. I try to compact as much of the smeltery stuff together as I can. I have, get my shrinking device here. As you can see, I'm just using an ender tank with the blazing blood in it. I've got a compact machine underneath here, and if we jump in, and every once in a while there'll be one down here, but for the most part, they turn on the jetpack. They spawn from that spawner. I've got it set so it doesn't require a player nearby. Got it tuned down to where it spawns a little bit faster than normal, and they normally spawn in there and cook down into blazing blood, in which, let's get back down here. You can see the other ender tank there. Got the sear drain here, pulling it out, pumping it into the ender tank. Then the ender tank is turned on so that it will dump it back into it, so it always keeps this full of blazing blood, and then they cook down. So this is, like I said, this is pretty much just what I do with this. Jump back out of there. Got our some of our astral sorcery stuff. There it goes. I've got a Vetus in here. I was going to work on making me another perfect crystal and tune it to a Vetus for some stuff over there, but I just haven't got around to it yet. These compact machines are all of my bees. This is the small compact machine. Oftentimes I would use it to do my bee breeding, spawn them from the Stupid Yeti bees constantly spawning in this biome. Spawn them from the spawner, etc., etc. That way I didn't have to worry about them getting away or getting from me. This is the one that's not quite full yet. It has the last few bees that I'm making in it. It's a setup I showed earlier with modular router, absorption hopper into an ender chest. I try to put 8 bees to each one. This one's got the withering, chorus, fluix, dragon, auto harvest, and all the rest of them are the same. They just have 8 bees in them. Kind of did that in sort of a plan for the apiaries when I get to those. Moving along here, this is my bed, AFK, if I need to AFK and take a break or whatever. Miscellaneous stuff, for lack of better words. This right here, lava setup thing, pretty much, I mean, it works well. Just sometimes these get turned off after a while. I've got a nitro level magmator here. It's all the way up to the top tier, so it does well. This is my quick automation setup. I got a compact barrel here with 2 modular routers. This one pulls diamond, emerald, blaze rod, wax machine blocks, whatever. Sends them over to the energizing orb. And then when they're done, this one is pulling any of the crystals or casings that are made and puts them back into the barrel. So the only thing about this one is that I can't like throw, say, a stack of blaze rods and a stack of iron and then it just do them individually. It will, when it gets down to the last blaze rod or whatever, the next thing that's in there, like say if I were to put a stack of diamonds, a stack of emeralds in here, when it finished the stack of diamonds, there would be 1 diamond that gets sent here and starts cooking, and then this guy would immediately send an emerald into it. Couldn't really figure a better way around it, so I just, whenever I need a stack of something, I just throw it in the barrel and let it go and then come add another one later. I will probably, whenever I actually organize some of this and build this out and automate this a little better, I'll probably use XNet to better handle this automation. This is my setup for Starlight. Got me a chalice so that I don't have to worry about refilling this anymore. On the infuser, this is just a jumbo tank down here. Another modular router feeding the light well with aquamarine. And chalice stays full. Anytime I need to come use this, it uses the chalice instead. Of course, if you played with Astro, you know why that's there. This is the iridescent altar. All going. This is the original crystal that we were given. It's I think it's a perfect crystal, which was kind of nice. I really appreciated having it. Over here we got my Britannia stuff going on. I'm using 2 Kekamiruses with this cake. Modular routers pumping the pumpkin up on top of him when it's done. Crystal turns it into a cake. Kekis eat it. Not much explaining to do there. Petal Apothecary, you know what that is. I use waterlogged blocks. So there's a waterlogged slab under here, here, and here. So when I need water, I just grab with a bucket from right there. And because I'm in a frozen biome, I have to use waterlogged blocks anyway, or else the water would just freeze. All of this is set up. This is the one that there's a spreader underneath it. The kekis are connected to him. They feed that pool, and then this has a kind of spark is it? Recessive. So he basically will send to any spark within range. Got a pool there with a spark on it to feed into the splitter and feed these. This one has the red converter. This one has the yellow converter. and these two are empty, or not empty, but they're just for me to make stuff in. Got me an exoflame behind all of my furnaces and blast furnace and smoker, so that I don't have to worry about putting fuel in them. This was, oh Lord have mercy, you really had to show up. Anyway, this was the one that I was using for making all of the nectar blocks, just because I didn't have to worry about it burning resources. You know, the automatic one would just pull and waste resources. I didn't like it, so I set this up just to manually make them. This is where all of the bees ender chests are linked to. The green. They get fed into my storage drawers, which I need to replace all of them with compacting drawers, so that, well, not all of them, the majority of them, the ones that um, the centrifuge can do blocks on, I'll be putting them in the compacting drawers and reorganizing all of my storage. This was what I was using, centrifuges that I was using before I got the big one. This is my current storage. I've got 4 of the compact barrels with their max upgrades. And you can see they're all there. The storage request table to craft things out of. This is the jar stuff that I wound up working with through most of the game. What else have I got around here? Of course, we have the centrifuge, and I just have it stuck here, flux point on it, and it's piped into my jumbo tank over here that I was collecting all of my honey in for the most part. Got a basic pneumatic pressure chamber, just using the regular coal-powered thing, or a coal-powered pressure compressor. Got the gauge 2 module set. This is set on power, potentiometer set on power 9. So when he gets to 4.5 bar, he turns on the redstone, shuts it off, so all this don't go boom. As you know, it looks like he must have had a full piece of coal right as he triggered off and it burned it up. That's about the only time you'll see it get all the way to 5 like that, almost to 5. Here is the blood magic portal to whatever that weird dimension is where you have to get the berries to make all of the Lord. Blood magic's got some weird stuff nowadays, but anyway, it's done now. I've been using the self-sacrifice. This guy gives me 120% bonus, which worked out alright. Tier 5 altar, mostly self-sacrifice and capacity runes. This is the only ring of speed runes. It makes it pretty fast though, that's for sure. You can see it's holds 77,000 millibuckets, or 77 buckets of blood, so I can pretty much craft anything I need to out of it. All of this will end up probably getting moved and resituated. What I've got going on here with the incense altar, the reason that I kind of put it here initially was because I put me a floating or a falling grenade underneath it, so that all I have to do is, whenever I do the self-sacrifice, I can, how much is it, 58, I can run back here, let the incense altar cook up my bonus while I regen. And that's it. That's all the things that I have that I've done and set up. Oh, we just saw a cake make. And anyway, still having a lot of fun. Still got a lot of work to go, as you can see by the quest. You get down here into this creative and extended crafting and draconic, all of that stuff, man, it's going to get busy. But just wanted to throw up a recording real quick of where I am now at the early mid game. Y'all have a good one.